Oh, hiya, buddies. Happy summer. It is I guess it's kind of it's a very summery edition of Barn Burner. I have some
Summary.
color
You
on my
do.
face for the first time in months and months and months.
So
30, what was the temp yesterday, Pinder, here in Calgary?
34 was like
Ooh.
the minimum. I know my kids day camp, they had their emergency evacuation temperature. So they bus them to gymnasiums or gymnasia if you're
We're the
speaking
worst.
So
It's hot. It never gets hot here. Well, we'd kill to have some weather. Spring's been terrible. It's rainy and cold. It gets hot for 2 days.
Emergency.
We better get everybody
Emergency.
inside. Everybody inside. This can't be.
And if it's 35 and it's all day, and 34 was like there was if your car was on asphalt, it was reading like 37 to 39 yesterday.
Yeah.
But the heat warning for 29. Like, when did we get so fucking soft?
I know.
It's like all winter long, we're like, God damn it. If it could be 29, do you know how much I would give for that? Like 29 would be so nice. And now it's like, there's an extreme heat warning of 29 today. Like 29 is great.
It shows you how rarely we get warm weather, though.
Yes.
Because you get 30 degrees. Like, oh my, jeez, are we in Arizona? What is happening here? No, it's the middle of July. You're supposed to at some point get some nice weather. So what have you got up behind you there where you are, Warren? Is that some arts and crafts? What do we got? We got a chicken?
Chicken?
Some beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
There's a fish and frogs.
Yeah.
Plural.
A hamster.
Yeah.
Top row's tough to see.
Chicken.
Chicken. Some sort of a salamander right behind your head.
There's a dog. There's a dog for you, Dean.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
So where can we find your art, Rhett? What website are you hawking today for these
almost found your hog on screen there a moment ago if we weren't careful. But
it's sticker art, Ryan. Not sure if your kids are into that, but
yeah.
It's high-end stuff.
Yeah.
My nephews are really dialed in.
I like it. So you are in Sask. Is that
we used to refer to it as God's country after being away from it for a while and then coming back. Less godly.
Less religion?
Yeah. God's done other things.
And not even about the religion, just less.
Yeah.
So what's happened?
There's rain. There's bugs. What happened? I'm a fancy pants now. I want.
Yeah, it's true.
Just like you said, if it's too hot, I got to go indoors. If it's too cold, I get grumpy. I got to have something to bitch about.
I remember talking to Rhett last couple of months about it. It's like, yeah, you're growing up and you're like, man, these lakes in Saskatchewan, I mean, have we got it made? Talk about, like, the rest of the world doesn't even know. They don't even know. And then you go to places that don't have bugs where it doesn't rain and get down to 10 in the summer and it does hang around 30 all year. Like, maybe we were wrong. We were just a little sheltered.
Yeah, so there you got a bit of a bog or a marsh between you and the lake. Is that?
Well, we're in a bay, so it gets a little shallow. Yeah, it's not ideal for swimming, but you can get to the lake and it's good. I got to plug in. Hang on.
So is this the place that was yours and then your parents?
This is the place. There was a lot of trouble caused around these parts for a while.
Really? Have you seen Mike Babcock?
No, Babs sold his place. Babs did what Pinder just said.
He saw the rest of the world.
Muskoka.
Babs is like, Mike Babcock's a little too good for these necks of the woods.
Yeah.
Mike Babcock signing off.
Yeah, so because it used to be all these hockey players, they're buying up all the spots. Are you the only one that's left?
Well, Stevenson had the cup up here last summer, so he must.
Chandler.
Yeah, Regere's got his place, but I do. Yeah. Maybe there's less and less kids from Saskatchewan that you'd hear their names, but it doesn't seem to be as popular. I actually think back to it like. This is the place I bought, and this is where I spent my summer, and this is where I trained.
Right.
Like, who the F am I kidding?
You're like,
soldiers can I drink before noon? That's your training. Yeah. Let's get some reps in.
Yeah.
Not like Rocky Balboa and Rocky 5 when he's in Russia doing dry land in the middle of the winter.
I had a bench press and a couple of dumbbells and a 2 garbage cans that I would put a stick across and I would jump over. So similar to Rocky, certainly not a high-end gym, but that's kind of my point nowadays. I don't think anyone's spending time up here unless they put 50 grand into a gym, because it's pretty bare.
Yeah.
These make it jillions. They're not coming to the Emma Lake. And
I wonder if Northern Sask is kind of like the Canadian NHL markets, where kids used to be, hey, it'd be great to love it in Canada. Love to play in Canada. Great fans, Billy. And then you go to these other markets, like, well, there's also fans there, and there's, boy, the rinks are kind of nice.
Winter,
life's okay there too. Maybe,
Yes, I think that's exactly it. Except for Gear, he's still committed to being.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you lived in Saskatoon, I would absolutely have to have a place at a lake, and because they're convenient to get to. Hour and a half, boom, you're here.
Totally.
You're out of town. But
your problem is that you did live in Saskatoon and you're like not moving back there. So
I tried.
Did you?
I tried to buy a junior team.
Yeah, you
tried
did.
To buy a junior team.
Couldn't
you
you
would have
still
run that out of a satellite office in Calgary? Sold it 2 years later. Lost your shirt.
You can still buy a junior team.
Not
yeah, there's no way. Yeah, internet's not great.
Not there yet.
Starlink. Damn it.
I talked to when I was back home a couple weeks ago. I was talking to a girl that I grew up with, and she's back there. She moved to the farm. She just wanted to change her life, but she's in website development and this sort of thing. I'm like, so how are you doing with the old interweb out here? Because I don't need a whole lot. I need a little bit of Wi-Fi or a little bit of signal. I could do my thing, and it's a bit of a struggle. She says, yeah, I had to spend a lot of money to get my own, basically her own tower, her own transmitter, the whole thing. She's like, that was a sacrifice I had to make. I could move back, and cost of living and everything is a very low-key lifestyle, but I did have to spend thousands of dollars to get internet. So
did she inspire you to move back, Dean?
Not exactly. No.
Small town stuff. We were talking to my uncle's turning 90 this summer.
Wow.
So everyone's invited down to Maple Creek for a big do.
Ooh.
Gonna have come and go tea and then a dinner, but everyone has to pay for their own dinner.
That's fair. But fair.
Well, yeah.
Everyone chip in.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to live to 90. Can't be buying people dinners.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, old Uncle Vic could buy all of us and put up internet towers and do whatever the hell he wants. He's not. Uncle Vic was born on the farm he lived on till he left when he was like 77.
Come on, Vic.
Is what would you call that? His cost base quite low.
Yeah.
Zero. That was his cost base, and he sold it.
Never bought a grocery
millions.
at the only thing he ever bought at the store was that disgusting, instead of maple syrup. Pinder, you probably have seen this. Yeah. Boom, you would have seen the corn syrup one or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, it's corn syrup. The Beehive.
Yes, just pure corn.
Beehive comes in the yellow bottle. Oh, yeah.
Grandma had that one.
And Velveeta cheese. Loved his Velveeta cheese.
You'll like this when we were back last weekend or whatever it was. We had the kids and people were back for it. So we got up and we were going to do some running around. Let's go to town for breakfast. Where do you want to go? We'll go to go to a couple places. Oh, you know what? The Motor Inn, the Roblin Motor Inn, the restaurant's shut down. It's there was a leak, I guess, on the roof. They had a major problem with the roof. They could fix the roof or just shut down. Just shut the restaurant down. Weren't going to be able to recoup that kind of a cost. And there was another place. So we went to the Chicken Chef, the old Chicken Chef breakfast. Finished breakfast. We're taking stuff, running around, this sort of thing. It's like, geez, getting hungry. So what is it? 1, 2, 2:30 time. Guys want some lunch or something? Where should we go? Well, the Motor Inn, the restaurant shut down at the Motor Inn 2 times in about a 5-hour span.
Double dip at the old Chicken Chef.
Double dip at the Chicken Chef.
Wow.
Yeah.
We never got a Country Thunder Music Fest update from you. I need to.
We did, but you were away.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you were in.
It was good. Got the VIP seats sorted all on.
No, didn't do VIP in the end. But in the end, didn't matter. It was awesome. Yeah.
Good.
I had some video. I was explaining to Rhett, usually you go to Country Thunder, whatever, it's all flat.
Mhm.
either sit on lawn chairs, or whatever. But this is an amphitheater. They have it built into the side of a
Love it.
big hill, so it's
like Steinberg going to see that Dave Matthews
Dave
band at the Gorge.
Matthews.
yeah, it's at the Gorge or at Red
Goddamn
Rocks.
year.
Yeah, that's what it's like Red Rocks without the rocks and that sort of
They're
thing.
really
A lot
switching it
more,
up here. The song they play 7th, they played 6th this year.
Yeah, is he still doing that?
What a
I don't know.
what a set.
He started going to Europe. He's learned languages and stuff. So fancy boy.
Well, so I guess you're done with Stampede then, Rhett. If you're already out there, you're finished.
Well, he's done dressing up like
One.
a cowboy. He can now actually be one, right?
Yeah, one day. What about you, Pinder? What's your
I'm itching.
plan
I
here?
haven't done it yet. I did the one afternoon or morning of being an idiot and a mascot, grab a cow, and haven't been to the grounds. Haven't been in a tent. I'm now
The
recovered
heat
from
again.
Seattle.
Us old people, it is intimidating now. Like I was down there on Monday and she was hot. But like that was with kids and I could, I got them out of there. It was fine. I dealt with it.
Yeah.
I would, if you got dudded up and went down and you were trying to put on a show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm there. It's because I have two parties here that are in the house. They would both like to go down to the
Yep.
grounds. The younger group would like to go right now. Like,
Okay.
that we're not there already is kind of too bad. And the other group, well, maybe tonight, like 6, 7 o'clock, once it's cooled down, we could go. So I don't know how I'm going to navigate this. But you're right. It changes when you're a kid. Is how many rides am I going to get on? What kind of food, what kind of snacks are we going to have at the Midway? My goddamn
This
camera.
is going to be good.
I have a,
This is driving them nuts.
I
what
actually have,
Can you
I-
hear me?
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's okay. It's summer. Summer out. It's summer program.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
fucking
there you are.
it just shuts off all of a sudden. Like, you know what? We were
Venus
talking
summer.
to that goddamn Oiler fan last week, and my camera started. Anyway, but it's so where am I gonna park? How are we
Ooh,
getting
you don't
down
wanna
there? Are we
park, you
taking
gotta
the C
take
train? What are we doing? Well,
See, trains are busy. But
Well,
Everything's
I-
busy though. That's the thing. You're going to spend $80 for parking. That's extortion. You can't charge $80.
I took the C train.
This
I took the C train. Kids loved it.
yeah,
It's
it'll be
great.
C train for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be C train.
Um,
But then it's well, you guys, I can't. They're just right at that age. I can't let you just go off and do your own thing. I kind of need to play, but I don't need to be
Yeah.
here. You
You're
know,
not helicoptering, but it's like we're going to meet
Yeah,
at the
I
clock
just
tower at this time.
kind of
right?
gotta be there. So where am I gonna sit? What am I gonna do? I don't want to be. Jeez, because they don't want you sitting. They want you out there. They want you spending your friggin' money.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I'll be dog.
I have a
showing
question. I've got a bit. This is major. This is a big question.
Major
Now,
Slash.
The major would show up for
Yeah.
sure, and this might help with your major or not. I'm not sure. So you buy the all rides. I'm not buying tickets.
No.
only. Please.
Get the wristband.
You
Go.
get the wristband.
Yes. You
Then-
gotta just do that.
You can get the $30 express pass.
Double up.
Now, it sounds great, and I think it was good when I went, but there does become a point where that line is long and they only get a certain percentage of the people that move on, right? So,
Yeah. You've lost your competitive advantage there.
yeah, I'm not sure where do you guys lie in this? Like, do you go for it or
I've suffered the same fate.
Yeah.
We've ponied up for the express line, motherfucker.
just keep going?
This makes me so happy.
Anyway, yeah, and I found it was the same thing. So we shelled out this extra cake here, and the line is it's about the same.
Yeah.
You bastards. So
Yeah.
They're
bastard.
sending in 12 from the not the express lane and 4 from the express lane. Like,
Right.
I'm not good at math. This is great.
It just fucking sucks.
God damn it. This is a
For
problem.
all of you,
It's not a
just
problem. It's
listening,
perfect.
No, I'm gonna have to fuck.
You're not going to have to do anything. You just carry on.
He was worried about what we're going to talk about today. I'm like, what? We do our best. We're going to have nothing to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about.
And for
This
all
is
you
perfect.
people that are just listening, Dean's camera keeps going down and it seems to be perturbing him. You do have a lot of color.
Oh. until it dumps out.
Anyway,
so the grounds today, do you know? You gonna try
guess.
any of those foot-long
you're
French
going?
fries or lemonades? What are we doing?
I don't know.
You're bringing back lemonade. You got to give lemonade a go.
There again. I'm a food guy, right?
Mhm.
The whole they have it's dog barf ice cream. I'm not interested. Like I get what kind of funky food are they gonna have?
Yeah.
Anyone can do that. Let's
It's
be
like
honest.
deep fried
It's like,
pickles and a Slurpee. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Why though?
don't need the used motor oil sliders. It's just it's how dumb can we make things and
It's
see
true.
who's even dumber to spend money on it. I'll have a hot dog. Yeah, is there such could you just get a burger? Is there such a thing? So that's dumb shit. I don't
There's some normal stuff there too.
No, I know.
Lots. They got everything now. You could get all
Just
of
got to
it.
work hard to get people's attention down there. There's so much normal stuff. This is why people are trying to pull rabbits out of their hat making food.
So will you not ride a ride at all?
I will not be riding. No, I
By choice? By you don't like or you
just don't. I'll
tender
vomit.
tummy?
Yeah, my I used to love the rides, but as I over the years, it's not become a thing that I'm really good at anymore.
didn't-
As you've gracefully aged, it's been a
Yeah.
little more difficult on you.
I forgot to mention that I was that guy on one of the rides.
Really? Where, when?
I took my phone or left it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Zoom! It went shooting out. Bam!
Projectile.
Then the guy yelled at me, "You're the reason." F you.
This is why we can't have nice things. The
Yeah.
Carney's giving you a lecture on life. That's
Carney's,
always
yeah,
good
he's
stuff.
dialing me up. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. What's wrong?
So I'm looking at the some of the food they got here.
Mhm.
The cowboy yaki. Outside, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. So it's like basically seaweed strips, chunks of octopus, cabbage, and then they bread it and deep fry it.
So they call that a teppanyaki with cowboy friend? Cowboy yaki?
Cowboy yaki.
Okay, sure. I guess.
The Korean waffle. A smash patty of some sort, topped with onions, kimchi, baby greens, radish. There's a fucking waffle on it.
Do we like kimchi?
I do.
Yeah.
It's good for that that biodome in your stomach, Dean.
Right.
Get the
But
cultures.
do we like
of
it?
the-
That's the
yeah.
question.
Yeah, no,
It is fermented veggies. Yeah, let's not get too excited about it. But
right. But yes, I do. You were very excited.
wow,
Yeah.
I mean, I would get absolutely run over if I had potato chips in the house. So this is the kimchi would be
see.
like I'm hungry. I need a snack.
You have no control.
Wonder why I
of
leave
what
the house
happens in
as
your life.
quickly as
Yeah.
I can and stay out as late as I
Now,
can.
is kimchi the Vegemite of Korea?
Good question. I feel like it's got a little more international cred than
Yeah.
Vegemite, which everyone else thinks is absolutely insane outside of the UK and Australia. It's a Commonwealth thing. Maybe in South Africa they're down with it. I don't know.
They like
Can I
chutney.
interest you in a watermelon hamburger?
No, God, no.
No.
Hot off the grill onto a watermelon sesame bun. Yeah, it's a burger and two slices of watermelon that are grilled, and then
I mean, hot day that you could do worse, but I still think you're trying too hard there. I don't know that I want that. I'd rather just eat the watermelon after I have my hamburger.
Yes. That's my accompaniment. Don't give me fries. Sure.
That's my dessert. That's my palate cleanser. It's also be nice and juicy. But you all cleaned up after that.
fire roasted gator pepperoni pizza.
Now we're talking. Gator?
Of course we are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's some Pinder Report shit right
Yeah.
here.
Some low fat
get
matzo
down there.
cheese and alligator artesian and locally handcrafted alligator pepperoni.
I like that local
Yeah.
alligator.
Yeah.
It's always
Doesn't
better-
Buddy
it's
here
always
has a
better than
gator
the
farm, doesn't he?
than the imported.
Like,
Ooh,
look
what
at
do we
that,
got
man.
here?
That's
Why
it.
low fat? Like, why low fat mozzarella?
Yeah.
How about just mozzarella?
I don't want to shit talk Avatara Pizza. They're located in the south part of the city. I'm sure.
I love
you
Avatar.
but,
Yeah, sure.
but this is the kind of thing. It's like, let's see, what kind of disgusting thing can we incorporate into a popular food item and see if people will do it.
Oh, look at this.
I could do the bacon lover. Too.
Yeah, I think that's going to work for me. That's salty and sweet, Brett. That's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a sweet guy.
No, but the salty, we'll get through it.
What about dill pickle poutine?
I'd do that.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
Pickles go with everything. People forget that. You could
Yeah,
have dill pickle and peanut butter sandwich, and you'd be like, "This will be so gross."
I think
Like,
if
this
you
is the
keep
best
going
thing
down
ever.
there, Jackie boy, keep. I think it's further down on the old.
Look at this list.
I know.
Wow.
I'm telling you, there's all kinds of stuff, but it's.
Oh. I saw
Sure,
someone
right.
with that pineapple thing.
Yeah,
Really?
there's your dill pickle.
Oh
poutine.
wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although, is it just me, or when do they cut the pickle that way? My expectations lowered.
Well, I don't like the what are they? The bread.
Yeah, the
bread and
sweet
butter
ones?
pickles, the sweet
Get
ones.
out of here.
Not a fan. I want the tart, tangy,
Yes.
Polskio Gorky type.
Yeah, it
deal.
shouldn't be sweet.
So go down there a little bit there, then you'll be happy with these spicy dill pickle ranch breadsticks.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
buddy. Yeah,
Pickle fry poutine.
it's a lot of pickles here.
Yeah.
Is there a pickle?
This poutine stuff has really become anything with gravy.
Yeah, it kind of has, doesn't it? It's like we got fries, we got cheese. Let's add anything else on earth, and we'll call it poutine.
It's kind of the same with the mac and cheese, right? Lobster mac and cheese,
Yeah,
smoked
so-
pork, smoked meat.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Mexican
Foreskin.
street corn ice cream.
Jesus.
I saw the Mexican street corn and it looked good, but I didn't know they're doing the ice cream.
Oh,
So I don't know. Maybe I'm not hungry
Hell
at the
is
moment, but when I look at this, it's not like, oh man, as soon as I get to the grounds, I am racing for some.
you know what you need?
Gator
It's going to be
pepperoni.
hot there. You got to get into the old building there and watch the Super Dogs, and just sit back with a regular old dog and a cola.
That's
a
up
seat
by the,
indoors, out of the sun. Meet the
that's-
kids in half an hour. Watch the dogs run.
That's the south
Love
entrance,
that.
Dean. Right
Is
by the
it?
south entrance, the
Okay.
Earlton exit. Yeah.
Earlton Station. Earlton Station. Next stop. Have you ever been on the C train, Pinder? That's very.
Oh yeah,
not your
always.
thing.
Yeah, the boys
Really?
loved it. We used to do adventures with the C train, even
That
though we
used to
didn't need
be my hangover gift to my kids because
Yep.
when I lived
Remember
down,
ride the C train.
it wasn't the C train; it was the bus.
Oh,
We got to take the bus, and they got to put the money in the. Whoa. We'd bust down to pick up my truck because I was too drunk to drive home.
beautiful stuff.
Big day, kids.
You guys
We're
want to
going
go
on
on
a bus
an adventure?
ride.
Yay!
Coming up on today's Parent.
I wonder where Dad left the truck today.
Oh wow! What's a gentleman's club?
I'll say this again, and we've talked about the Stampede. The Stampede is fantastic. I think people like to shit talk the Stampede. It's not fair. It is one of the greatest events on the planet. It is so well organized, so well done. There's so much to see and do. Now, it's people get drunk. Yeah, there's that if you want it. But as far as a celebration of the culture and all of that, the Western lifestyle and everything, it's awesome. I can't.
And it's
say
not
enough
like
good
you hit
things
day
about it.
4 and it peters off. You got 10 days of this, and it's chock-a-block. It's full.
For people from Calgary get frustrated because it gets so busy and you feel like you did it. And I can say this: I've been away from it for a few years. Went again this year, and
It's
committed
awesome. Yeah.
committed to doing it every year.
It's part of your Calgarian roots, Rhett.
Yep. And again, we're not young. We can't do 10 days in a row like we used to. First weekend, second weekend, midweek, take the kids down, embrace it. It's great.
You know what it does? It kind of gets me. And I don't mean to get political here, but I saw this the other day, and are we at the point where it's not okay, or it's frowned upon to be proud of the Western culture? Because everyone's talking about the new blue sky city or whatever, and they got rid of the the new energy, whatever the energy kind of tie-in was.
Okay.
It just feels like there's a real feel that the oil and gas sector and just the oil that and the Western cowboy ranching, like we're really just trying to get away from all of that. That oil and gas and that whole thing is bad, and we're tired of it's not Cowtown and that whole thing. I don't like it. I'll say that. I think it's something. It's what the city is. It's what it's about, and it's okay. You don't have to, but you're just trying to. Hey, we're a blue sky city, and we've got bike lanes and all this. That's great. We can have, but
You can do
still,
more.
it is Calgary.
You're going to enjoy these 10 days. It's called the Stampede, and we celebrate all the things that you just talked about there.
Walk and chew gum.
Could do both.
You could do
I
both.
just don't like it.
I'm with you.
I miss Howdy and Heidi. They took those two mascots from the Olympics down. I was outraged. They were on the sign when you drove into town. And that was a big deal. And it probably wasn't, but it felt like a big deal.
And again, not to be political, but it's funny because you're right. I do get the feeling that Alberta is almost, what are those people doing out there?
What's going on?
I can't support this. Everyone in Canada, where are they moving?
Alberta. I think I was watching some national news show that was like on when I was changing in a locker room or something. And it was like one story. It's just like this newsreel. And one was just like, oh, and then there was like some sort of like PETA activist animal thing about some rodeo event at the Stampede. And the next one was literally a meat recall. And I'm like, well, why are some cows were just cool? Like, oh, yeah, we killed a billion of them and we got a little salmonella here. And then the other was like, oh, no, the cows, you can't do this to cows. Like, Can we make up our mind? Are we okay with this?
And it's like anything else. You have the outer edges. You have the extremes to this end and the extremes to this end. Neither of those are very good. I think we could probably all agree. But I just always thought it's Calgary. It's oil and gas. It's Western. It's that whole thing. We don't need to be wearing Stetsons downtown, but it sure feels like there's a real push to distance ourselves from all that sort
That's
of
why
thing.
I was out there, Grandma Cow mascot.
Damn right.
Spreading the gospel Monday, letting people be proud of their Western roots.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to put on my long sleeve cowboy shirt and my jeans and my boots, and
you're going to sweat your ass off.
I'm tromping around the grounds today.
I'm going to walk in lockstep with the major for 4 hours just to show people.
Tell me.
Yeah, that's right.
Zito.
Hey, McLeod Law, our good buddies at McLeod Law. You know what they are? They're proud of Calgary. They're proud Calgarians. They're from here. They know you. They know me. They're here to help you. Whatever your situation is, if you've got into a bit of a bind, or maybe it's just something where you need legal assistance or legal help, it's McLeod Law. Proud of their Calgary roots, big part of their long-standing client relationships. They get this city, the people in it, and the way things work, and like the communities that they serve. McLeod Law team is very diverse and sharing a commitment to making a positive impact on Calgary, and I could get behind that. That's the way I feel. I feel even tighter with McLeod Law than I ever have before. Me and Peter Klein were just like that. Me and Shane.
He's a good boy.
Austin and everybody over there. Good people. McLeod-law.com is that website. So has there been anything? I'll admit I'm kind of off. I'm not on my phone as much. I'm not online as much. So I haven't kept a real close eye on what's been going on. I know we just did the show the other day, a couple days ago, but it really does feel like the hockey world is very quiet. I did say, hey, congrats to Tisha Ginla, who got his deal done with the Utah, whatever they are down there. So
the HCs.
There's lots going on, Dean. You're just not paying attention.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This offer sheet shit is about to explode. It's coming.
Is it?
I've been reaching out to people.
Yeah. No, baby.
You wait. It's be like Christmas morning one day under the tree, just offer sheets everywhere. Just the GMs, they won't even know which offer to deal with.
There's so many sheets. How do I even? What's the protocol here?
Yeah,
it's coming. I hope you're ready. That's good. It's quiet time. You get to rest up for this, like free agency, and now offer sheet day is coming. Bam.
We joked about it 2 weeks ago, but the Oilers are incredibly vulnerable. If you liked Philip Broberg a lot and you think he's a top 4 defenseman, you should offer sheet him because it's only going to cost you a second rounder.
You should offer sheet him just to F with because you're in Calgary.
Well, that's the beautiful part of it. Even if you don't get the player, you've completely soaked the Oilers to the point where they're going to have to staple like a first to Cody Ceci to get rid of him to fix the problem.
What are you going to have to offer Broberg that you can't, even if he's the shits, he can't be your 6th defenseman. You pay him $5 million. Who cares?
Yeah, I think the threshold is 4.58. Where it goes from a second to a first and a third. So basically, it's called 4.5. I don't need to get too nerdy here, but you want to talk offer sheets? I'm ready for you, buddy. If you go 4.5 times 1, that puts the Oilers in an incredible bind, and all you'd be giving up is a second, of which they have many, never mind firsts, in the next 2 years.
I think the concern is, though, that turnabout is fair play, that revenge is a dish best served cold, that maybe a few years down the road, you will find yourself in a bit of a pickle, and they maybe are in a spot where they can put it in your tuchus.
I can tell you this, It would be very odd for like. I hope that my good buddy Craig can be GM for 15 years, 20 years, till he decides not to be the GM. The likelihood of that is nil. And by the time the Flames are in a position where they're going to get pinched, he's probably not here.
And
and plus, I don't care. Kick it down the road. It would be fun for us, and it'd be like, can you imagine? Like, he's getting the heat out there. We're not doing enough. Oh, everyone in Calgary is on the Conroy hug train as soon as that offer sheet.
Oh
goes
God,
out.
yeah, you can't lose.
Like,
even if they match, it's like perfect.
Right?
They put themselves deeper into the vice twist on the cap. They're already over, and they have inside Holloway nor Broberg. Two good young players.
Do it. It's all we can hope for right now, Dean. Come on.
Need something.
Don't be so pragmatic.
What was the last one? Was it still the Aho Kotkaniemi back and forth?
There
for
was
an
the
offer
back
sheet?
and forth there, and the Canes, they ran promotional T-shirts for years at the price point was the number. Like, yeah, it didn't go that well, and it didn't really make any sense because it wasn't that. It was an easy offer to match if you were Carolina for Aho. You're like, well, yeah, that's a great deal for us. We're happy to sign that. The challenge that the Oilers and Broberg faces, he thought he should have been up full time last year. They had him in Bakersfield most of the year. He was healthy scratch until round 3 of the playoffs, maybe late in round 2. I think it was round 3. And then he slides in, plays top 4 minutes the rest of the way. And the player is like, this is what I've been telling you. I'm ready. We wanted to be up. You didn't give me the opportunity. So I just, Oiler fans are trying to sell like, oh, why would he go from a good team to a bad team? It's like, well, the good team had him in the minors all year, to be fair. The good team hasn't opened up a spot for him. They haven't got rid of the Cody Ceci money. And, if he wants best case scenario, it's making $4.5 million and being in Edmonton. The only way he's getting that is an offer sheet. They're going to offer him 2.5 in Edmonton. No more than that.
And what are they doing with I don't want to talk about the Oilers.
I do. Just
Do
one
you?
last thing, because
All
they're about to shit the bed. Because now Connor's getting married and Leon just got engaged. It's over. Lights out. These guys are focused on other things.
Wait till those significant others get to pick where they sign their next contracts. Ask Johnny how that goes.
I love them all.
One day you're house shopping in Calgary, the next you live in freaking Ohio because your wife wants to be somewhere.
Is that how it goes?
That's exactly what happened. House shopping in September, Columbus in July.
Yeah. Be terrible if that's how that panned out. I was going to say, what are they doing with Bouchard? Like, he's going to be at the point of
Arbright's next summer.
I'm not doing any more of this bridgy.
Well, it's too late. He's got Arbright's. You've missed
Really?
a chance.
The 100-point defenseman is going to be like,
he'll be a 100-point defenseman next year, and he'll be able to say, arbitrator, I believe I'm worth 11.5. And the arbitrator's going to be like, yeah, I think you are actually, because you're basically Carlson.
Yeah, it's basically, it's pretty good. Nice. So anyway, that's, so offer sheets. I know we were talking before that. So what are we going to talk about?
And we're proud to be Albertans, but we don't like Edmonton. Let's just make sure.
Yeah, and right. I think we would understand if Edmontonians were like, screw Calgary. I think that's part of a good rivalry. That's what you want. You don't want bandwagon jumpers. You want rivalry.
I was talking to somebody about the Gaudreau thing the other day. It's like, it really is kind of a shitty situation there.
No, it just completely changed the course of the franchise. But, I mean, it's not that thing happening led to, I think, some bad bets being made because people were trying so hard to keep this team in a window.
Yeah. And I think it was, we talked about it for Treliving. It was where no one wants to play in Calgary. Oh yeah. Well, some guys do. And then he gave him a bunch of money and it,
I'll prove it. Here, what do you need? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was and Ryan, you've said it a number of times. It was a hasty decision. It seems like it was a hasty decision from a guy who is ordinarily very reserved and calm. And
so there's a topic we could touch on is Treliving. Like, we know what happened in Calgary. Now he's in Toronto. He's been handed a pretty good squad. There's lots of people that aren't impressed with his offseason. The goaltending doesn't appear to be overly upgraded, and right, 2 defensemen, I think, good, but the contracts aren't good.
I know the boys on our Leafs morning take with Alberga and Rosehill. Their take was, so we're basically, the Leafs, we're just running this thing back, right? Is what is
As
happening.
it stands, I think the Marner thing pressure will only mount. I know you guys have been on the record. You think he's not getting moved. I still think he will. It's just going to be too uncomfortable in that market for a guy to exist when everyone's going to be like, if you just get the out of here, it would be better for everyone.
But what if he does okay and the team wins to start the season, which they
doesn't really matter. I mean, the
probably
regular
will.
season, they've had 100-point seasons forever. The only thing that
I'm
matters
just talking
is how
about
they do in
you're talking
spring.
about how uncomfortable it'll be. But if he's putting up points and the team's winning down the road, yeah, it's going to rear its ugly head. But it's not going to be every single day.
No, that's
right?
true. It's a team that has holes. They've got maybe 2 top 4 defensemen. That's the challenge. And they've got a young goaltender that could be good but can't stay healthy, and Wool, who, if he is healthy, great. They're not a well-constructed roster at this point. And they're a year away from all this relief, where you have the $22 million combined between Tavares and Marner coming off the books.
But you're also in a window of winning, right? Like, I know that that money is a lot of money, but again, okay, Bush is 100-point. Marner's 100-point forward.
Yep.
Like, he's a hell of a player. You should be Whitman. And what I'm getting at is Treliving probably has a sense whether he can move Marner or not. And to me, it's irrelevant. I think the market in Toronto and the way the team, I don't think it is constructed well, but I don't know what he's done to help it.
So my point would be, like, I really believe that if they can make the Marner camp come to the understanding that a move is best for all parties, and maybe they aren't able to do that. If they are, you turn him into
a Gaudreau situation.
Defense.
100%. He might be in Gaudreau territory again.
It's the opposite, because they don't want to re-up him this.
But it doesn't. My point is that you're going to lose.
You could lose another.
You need him. Yeah.
F all.
Yeah.
You're going to have a good team that's playoff bound, and you can't trade him because you've got a good team.
Yeah, you're kind of pissing into the wind if you don't try and win with this team, and I don't think he's done enough. Right? Again, this is my opinion. You're thinking he's moving. I don't. I think he's there, and I think that team. I don't know how you do it, but they should have got a better goalie, and they should have got more defensemen, and they should have went all in on this shit because that team is good.
Yeah, the cap's tough there, but I just think it's going to be a glaring need that it's like, if we could swap Marner for a number 2-3 defenseman, God, we'd be better, and we'd probably get some cap space out of it. Damn, like that's the move we're missing to win a championship.
Marner is
the last 3 years they've had a defenseman at the blue line, a defenseman at the deadline, like
who
every single year.
I know, but who?
Yeah, it's bit pieces.
Fucking no one. Sorry, Mike.
So this is my point: is that if you had the cachet of a guy like Marner, who a team, if he likes the market, they could.
It's the Markstrom scenario. He gets to decide, though. It's not. Of course, that's a great.
Yeah.
But it's not reality, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm not. We can both be right. Well, we won't both be right, but.
It's like you say, you've got okay, if you want to be done with Marner at the end of next year, worst case scenario, he just walks, you don't bring him back. Tavares, his deal is up. There is still 82 games this season. You have
you could win a
Tavares,
cup.
who is still a good player. You've got Marner and Matthews, and you've added. You can't just throw this year away and just watch the clock tick, waiting for next summer. You gotta try and win.
No, I agree. And look, like if it's just a hard no, like we're not moving, and that's that. It's like, okay, well, you just have to live with that. And you're right. Then you go try to win.
And I don't. Sorry for cutting you off, Ryan, but why are we hanging our hat on? It's all on Marner. It's Marner.
Everyone else is locked in. Everyone else is locked in. Everyone else has no moves
in that market.
Like
yes, but that doesn't mean that it's right. F me. They're one hell of a team. Marner is a hell of a player. They've not had a goaltender or defense, and it's like, so it's Marner's fault. I'm not saying that he's played well in the playoffs, but it's Marner's fault. Like all the last 4 years, damn it, Marner, it's all you.
No, it's absolutely not that. What it is it's a roster that's not balanced well enough, and the only piece that you can move is the Marner one. Tavares is in his mid-30s making 11. Austin Matthews and William Nylander have no moves. Like it's just that's the only piece you can move. That's
so
it.
Does Marner.
Marner has no move. Why is Marner more movable than Nylander?
Because Nylander just inked a 6 or 8 year deal.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. It's the same contract.
It's not the same, because if you sit down with Mitch's camp and say, Mitch, what do you want for the rest of your career? I want to be a Leaf for life. Like, well, look, it's not happening. So next year you're going to play somewhere else. And
But
knowing
if you say that to a player, he's going to say F you then. Right? He's not going to do you a favor by hearing that. Like, I don't know. I guess I understand your point behind it. I just, and regardless, if it was going to happen, it should have happened already. You're not going to start moving $11 million guy. Like, there's no way.
And he's not a perfect player, and he's part of why they haven't gone.
And he should be the scapegoat for him.
But to your point, when's the last time they had goaltending good enough to win? Curtis Joseph? When is the last time?
Joseph was great. He's just hurt. Like, yeah. And same with D. Like, Morgan Riley's a nice offensive defenseman who can't defend, and then they've got a bunch of physical 4-5-6s. It's been that forever. They've not had a good blue line in goaltending.
And that's my point to Treliving is that and maybe he wasn't on stuff, but I don't like, you could have sent a whole different message, and I don't know how you do it with the cap spaces, but there had to be ways to package guys out like first rounders and picks. Why can't this team win this year? Because Marner's there. Like, why can't this team, if you went and got Markstrom at half a cost, or got Connie, if you sweetened the pot to get Markstrom, again, Markstrom has to agree, but who's the other goalie that went to Ottawa?
Allmark.
Oh my God.
Allmark.
Pardon? Yeah. Get him.
You do wonder though, right? Because you trade Marner. Well, he's got a complete no move. Well, go get Markstrom. Well, Markstrom's got a no move and has to agree to go there. I wonder how many of those dominoes would have fallen into place, but just couldn't because of the contracts. Right?
Well, and again, all these players are talking about make money. This is the other reason why Marner takes a lot of heat, because you can do a lot of things with $11 million and they're up against cap. So again, you can't just keep the $11 million guy and keep adding star players to the roster. That's the whole problem, is that they've committed $40+ million to 4 forwards.
So what's Edmonton going to be if Draisaitl resigns?
I don't think they can do it, honestly. That's why I think this could be a house of cards in Edmonton the next year. Because if Leon's gone, well, Connor's like, well, what the hell's my running mate? And Bouchard's like, well, I don't have to sign long term. I got Arbrights. I can be 1 or 2 and gone. Like, it's just, you have to be really, really, really smart around the edges of your roster if you're going to have that many stars. And at least in Edmonton, one of them's a defenseman. They don't have a star defenseman in Toronto. It's not a good enough blue line to win this year. All you're going to look at is a team that can score a lot and still can't get the defense and goaltending needed to win in the playoffs. That's why there's going to be all this pressure on Marner, because he's 1 year away from walking. Get a D-man for him. Just this roster is not balanced.
But he's going to be, but Tree's tying his hands too. Like, there's a mixed message then. You just overpaid Tanev. So you're going to walk and get out of
kind of did. They kind of didn't. Like,
it's the
they're
term.
just going to LTIR him, right?
But my
it's
point is
Robidas Island.
It's going to be too much money. He's not going to be able to play.
No, what it'll be is it's a good AAV, and then he's going to be too hurt to play, and he'll be on LTIR. It's a sneaky big market thing that Toronto always does. They did the same thing with Klimberg this year and with Matt Murray in net, and they've done it for ages with other players.
My whole thing is
circumvention in a sense.
I just don't think that he's gone out and tried to make this. Well, maybe he has. Again, he hasn't done enough for me to show that he believes that this team can win, or he hasn't done enough to help this team win.
His hands are tied right now. It's a tough spot, right? Because if you don't have the no move on Marner, it's like, shit, we got all kinds of options we can do. But as long as you're stuck with it, it's like, okay, we're going to lose his asset for nothing potentially.
But why not maximize the asset by saying, you know what, Mitch, we really like you. Let's have a hell of a year, win a cup, and bring you back. Like,
they can't with that blue line. Like, they're capped out with a shitty decoy.
Tavares is leaving, you said.
He's a year away.
So they don't need Marner and Tavares. I mean, sure, you'll always take the cap space, but you don't need both of it to.
I would imagine Tavares walks to UFA and he probably comes back on a team-friendly deal because he loves Toronto. That's not where Mitch Marner's at in his career. Mitch Marner is in his prime as he heads into free agency next summer.
Which again makes me think I'd like to find Mitch Marner. I want to play.
And see, that will be the next big test, is assuming that Marner isn't traded and that Tavares is not moved, which I don't think he's not good. You get that money, 20 million, 22 million.
Yeah.
What is Brad Treliving going to do with that money?
Yeah.
Is he going to keep the powder dry and be patient and try and sculpt because you've got Nylander long term, you've got Matthews, you've got some pieces there. Will he have the patience and be able to avoid the temptation of maybe going out and just blowing his doors off for Leon Draisaitl for a max contract?
Well, if you get him, you just do it anyway. That's awesome. You could give 15 of that 22 million with Leon. I think you're in better shape. The interesting thing is that Keith Pelley, the president that just came in, because MLSE is this board, and it's kind of been like Shanahan talks to the GM and the board just kind of stays out of the way. Well, now all of a sudden, Keith Pelley's top of the food chain, and all he said was that winning's the only thing that matters. So it's like,
That's
not really the patient message from the top, because they've been patient for 8-9 years. They have nothing to show for it but one victory in the first round.
Winning is the only thing that matters, and we don't use the word rebuild. Words to live by.
And we'll be
Does
patient.
that have a little bit of a Winnipeg feel to it? What's going on in Toronto? Like, it's hard to win and making a move, but it feels like, I guess they went and got Hayes that one year, but the year that I thought Winnipeg was lined up to have a nice run, they needed a defenseman, and they got
they didn't get
Ben.
Gio.
Yeah.
Number seven.
You look at this year, what hurt them is their Vezina winning goaltender didn't play
Wow, and they got
particularly
their
well.
doors blown off by Colorado too. That was just absolute trash.
Yeah, but he was letting in 5-6 a night.
Well, because they were giving up how many grade A's a night? Like, he wasn't good, but God, it wasn't like he wasn't goalies. You're going to win that series. I don't care who's in that. You're getting pumped in that series. Colorado was all over you from the third period of game one.
And I don't know what they do now, because they've got Nikolai Ehlers, who looks like he's going to be traded out
Connor's
of there.
Close too, right?
Yeah. It feels like that window. This was maybe the year they gave up the pick to get Monahan, and they looked like they were, especially after the year prior, right? There was all that unrest in the room, and Bonus was ripping guys
out of the blue.
Look, you got Draisaitl back, or Draisaitl. You got Scheifele back. You've got your goalie back, Connor, the whole thing, and they were a very good team, and then got blown out in round one.
Kyle Connor's got 2 years left. Nikolai Ehlers has one. That's a tough spot for a GM. Real quick, just on the Marner thing. If you could sit down with a camp and just say, it's not happening here. If your dream is to be a career Leaf, it's just not happening. 8's the most we'll give you. That's insult, blah, blah, blah. How do you like Chicago? How do you like Connor Bedard?
We've talked about this. My focus, if I'm Mitch Marner, is to have the best season possible going into my free agent summer next year.
So if you really wanted to screw Marner, you'd put him on the third line.
I'm getting top. Well, are you going to do that? You're not.
If you want to get him to wave, I mean,
does the coach give a shit? Is Craig Berube going to say, fine, because you're in a spat with Mitch Marner, I'm going to sewer my team by putting my 100-point guy on the fourth line? He's not.
If he knows he's getting Seth Jones at the end of it, maybe
he's not going to do it.
This is the game.
I know what you're saying. I know what you try and make it as uncomfortable as possible. I think at this point, Marner knows that. His agent knows that. We're staying.
Can I add one thing, Ryan? Sorry, Dean. I'll let you finish. That also sewers your room.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm not saying this is like clean and above board. What I'm saying is, if you want to move Mitch Marner and you think that's a solution to be a contender versus
sends a message
not,
to the rest of the players around the league, we'll fuck you.
I mean, Vegas has been sending that message for 5 years. They're still getting guys show up.
And even what's his name, Drury. But
it's pretty cutthroat. I agree.
In Vegas, all of those moves, it's with the point that we're winning above all else. And if you take Mitch Marner, who's a 100-point guy, and don't put him on the power play, that's not.
Yeah, the end game has to be that he moves. You don't just kneecap yourself and he stays. It has to be a plan that ends up with you getting a top four defenseman.
Yeah. But comparing that to what Vegas has done is not the same.
No, it's just cutthroat treatment of your players. Yeah. Like, oh, you're the face of the franchise. It'll hurt the room. Like, don't care. We're trying to win. See ya. Bye, Marc-Andre.
You've got a buddy with lots of red hair that hates a coach that we've discussed already today. That's those kinds of treatments. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what that commie's mad about, is that you're actually trying to sewer me.
Yeah, vendetta.
It's a vendetta. You're trying, you're actually, and Marner could go around and go, he could still
screw you.
If you're telling me Mitch Marner puts up 60 points on the third line and everyone in the game knows that he's getting screwed over.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think people are going to come to next summer and be like, yeah, but what is Mitch Marner? I think everyone knows. I don't think people are going to be hyper focused on his point total this year.
That's my point.
I really don't.
Mitch Marner's still going, I'll get a contract.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to make his 10 plus. No sweat. It doesn't matter what happens this year. He'll make 10 plus.
We'll get to the Pinder Report in a moment. I want to tell you about Spring Financial. Life can be messy. Unexpected expenses, they always show up. But maybe your car breaks down. You got some.
You look at your visa this morning.
Hey, or all of a sudden, you need something happens with your home. You get hot water tank. Something goes off. Well, guess what? You can borrow money for those unexpected expenses right from your phone and receive an e-transfer within hours. Spring Financial offers online personal loans from $500 up to $35,000 with no stress and no branch visits ever. Join thousands of happy customers who have made Spring Financial Canada's top-rated lender. Apply in 3 minutes at springfinancial.ca/barn, B-A-R-N. That's springfinancial.ca/barn.
Looking for the fastest personal loan in Canada? Well, look no further. Spring Financial offers fully online personal loans with zero stress and no need for branch visits. But don't take our word for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Spring Financial.
Thank you very much.
Spring Financial is the best.
Apply today at springfinancial.ca.
/barn.
Barn.
Motley Crue is playing the Dome tonight.
Really?
That's
right. And they had
AEW
AEW last night, didn't they?
That's where you hang out.
Did you not go to wrestling last night?
No, I did not.
It's the wrong wrestling.
I know, but it's at one point that was the hot new thing. What was it? 2 years, 3
and you know what? They're still fighting. They've got some guys that are there, and I think that I wasn't going to go if my kid wasn't wound up to go, and he wasn't really wound up to go.
So he's heavy into the WWE brand right now.
Yeah,
there was a time when AEW was like, they're going to be bigger. It's like, no, they aren't.
They were just in Toronto, the old WWE. A disappointing PLE. Premier Live event.
Oh.
Money in the Bank.
In terms of the storylines, the response?
Yeah, I think it was a little I think people were. Now it's all ramping up towards SummerSlam, of course, Ryan. You know that.
Right.
SummerSlam coming up here in a few weeks. So the Money in the Bank, how that works is they have the briefcase hanging above the ring. So it's they get 5, you have to qualify. So there's 5 guys, and then whoever gets that briefcase down. In that briefcase is a contract for a title shot. Whenever you want it. In the middle of a match, wherever, no matter what time of day, any of that. So Drew McIntyre, he won it and came out later that night with the briefcase, turned it in, wanted a shot, and then another guy came in and beat him up and lost.
Got his ass handed to him.
That's a little hasty. You got to be more.
It was hasty. Yeah.
Timing, Drew.
Why you have any time and you use it that day?
Sometimes it works. It's worked in the past that way, but Drew's having a bad time right now. It's not going.
So, Rhett, if you got a hall pass, you're not burning a day of. You got to strategize and take your time and see what the world puts in front of you.
Internet.
Yeah.
Do some research.
Got to do some manicuring.
I'm an idea guy, right? I got to work through all these.
You hit the gym for a bit.
Start doing some push-ups, some sit-ups.
Book your flights to Bartenders Week and the Keys.
I might do it's kind of a tour of things, and then before, and then the next year handed.
Yeah.
Day of, come on.
And you know what I would do? I'd wait till like another year, and then there's 2 out there. Boom. And then after that match, I'd come in from behind and throw it down.
Really?
Yeah. You got to catch when the champ's tired, right, Dean?
Because Damian Priest, he's the current champion. He was a Money in the Bank winner. He cashed it in at WrestleMania to win.
Wow. So he held on for almost a year? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, he wanted, he had everyone was like, well, this is stupid. This Money in the Bank thing. He's carrying this briefcase around. When's it ever gonna? And then lo and behold, boom. And he beat Drew McIntyre. Poor Drew just getting screwed.
Again.
Yeah, Drew won the title at WrestleMania, had it for about 4 minutes.
Damn, that's
will get you.
So Motley Crue, what I was going to say is I don't even know the year. I was living in Red Deer at the time. I've been in Calgary a long time. And I lived in Edmonton for about 11 months.
Too many, some would say.
And when I saw Motley Crue in Red Deer then, Not great, Bob.
Kickstart my heart.
Clear.
Like they roll out Mick Mars like friggin' Silence of the Lambs guy on one of those.
Well, and if you've
Fucking
watched
hand
the
crates.
documentary, you're like, oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's almost one of those kind of
Cringy.
you'd almost want to go and just see what shape these guys are in.
When I worked in Abbotsford over 10 years ago, they played at our little rink thing in Abbotsford, and it was, whoa.
Yeah.
And that was their like, we were kidding about being retired. This is our last tour. And that was a decade ago.
My nephews in Calgary were reaching out for Nickleback tickets, which extremely hard to come by.
I would
Not
understand that.
Not so much.
Does that mean Noodles is in town?
I texted him. I said, "Are you coming for Nickelback?" He says, "I'm taking the family. We're going to Italy."
Taylor Swift in Italy.
That's right. Yeah.
I know what he'd prefer, but he's a very loving father, husband.
And he's
only seen him 8,000 times and hangs out with them.
Yeah, that's true. He gets the.
Because we were out of town, I'd have loved to have gone to see Nickelback. They get a rough ride. I think
that Sunday night Nickelback concert is going to be an absolute banger.
Yeah.
People will be wound up.
So this has happened or it's going to happen? I'm completely
Sunday
out of
night it is.
I
Was
thought
it
it
not
happened
last
already.
No. It's coming up on Sunday.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Dean, you
right.
can go.
I knew
leave your
I
house.
couldn't go. I'm out of town.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they put I think it came out last year. The Nickelback documentary. It's on Netflix. Ryan Reynolds was part of this thing, putting it together just to see how fucking big that band is, and
How much hate they got the whole
the
way through.
shit that they took
Yeah.
for putting out songs that everybody
Loved.
everybody liked.
You go to the concert Sunday night, you're singing every song. Like,
yeah.
You know them all.
It's popular music. And it was not sounding like other people's music. They did their own thing, and it hauled a lot of ass. It's not for everyone, but boy, it was for a lot of people.
Poor Noodler. I text him about because I'm a freeloader. Hey, what about tickets? Everyone, exactly same thing. Nickelback, Noodles, give me some tickets for Nickelback.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, you couldn't grasp how many people have reached out to me. Random people I don't like. The ticket requests are just. He took care of me.
Yeah. So are you going to go, Retro? Are you going to Nickelback?
I'm not there. I'm going to Buffalo on Sunday.
Buffalo back.
World Traveler. Back to Buffalo. Yeah. What's happening? Have you made any life decisions yet about?
I'm going to keep this.
Good.
Right.
I like that decision.
I just got a text from the big human. He said, "Dude, you can't be shaving that now that I've seen it, it can't go anywhere."
It's
deadly. So tick. Somebody said, "Is that Tom Selleck?"
Yeah, it's
working barn burner. It's very. Do you have a red Ferrari you can drive around
I'll paint my old.
Yeah. Do you have a buddy named TC that's got a helicopter can wheel you around?
I have a buddy named TC, Terry Karkner.
There you go.
I wouldn't trust him in a helicopter.
You can, if you don't have a ride either, you can just walk into any fire station and literally drive the fire truck around with that thing. That is awesome.
Robin Regeer's brother Richie was skating my nephew yesterday in Saskatoon, so I walked into the dressing room after to get my nephew, and some 9-year-old goes, "Nice stash."
Nice duster.
See, kids today. Respect. When we were kids, it'd be like, this guy looks like he could. Guy walks in with a fierce duster, big dude. I'm not saying a word. Jesus, this guy could kill me. Hey, nice stash. Fucking kids.
Take fighting out of the game. That's what happens. Everyone gets soft. Cocky.
Let's do the Pinder Report. It's a presentation of Village Honda. It's hot. Things are hot at Village Honda.
Oh yeah.
It's the deals are smoking hot at Village Honda.
You got to stop writing copy. They're good.
Red hot savings.
No, stop.
The Village Honda demo clear out is on now. Village ready to move on from their 2024 demo models. You could save hundreds, even thousands of dollars on these vehicles. They are like new, extremely low mileage. They have been pampered, taken care of.
Every time someone goes in there, they clean it again? Are you kidding me?
Because they want to give the best impression of that vehicle. So they are absolutely looked after to the highest degree, and one could be yours at a nice little discount as well. Check them out. Northwest Auto Mall online, villagehonda.com, as they present a Pinder Report.
Well, friends, it might be the off season, but it's never off season for talking about the Flames, especially on a day when Stephen Ellis, our prospect nerd at dailyfaceoff.com, analyzes the Flames' top 10 prospects and the state of the system, which, Rhett, I'll have you know, is vastly improved after this year's draft with the, 10 bodies they added? Very nice. That's a bit of clickbait there. You got to go.
Call everybody a nerd?
Yes.
You know this person, or
you're a mustache nerd.
Especially the guys,
nerd.
The guys in our group that are actually doing work.
Like
they're putting
they're
effort in.
That's right. Those are nerds. They're working.
And then you call them nerds.
Yes, and we love those nerds. It's a term of affection. I had 2 days in a row. I tell you this now. 2 shows in a row.
I'm not sure. Anyway.
I've Steven on the show many times.
I know you have. That's
Love
why
that
I feel like it's not very nice that you say that about him.
He's a beauty. Check out the article. It's a good read. Well done.
Hey, Steven, we'd like to get you on a thing. Sure. What time do you need me? How long? Sure. Okay, I'll get some work done for that. That'd be great. Yeah, we'd go. Nerd!
Hey, why don't you join us at Nerd O'Clock, Nerd Face?
Hey, listen, nerd. You're going to write my homework.
Hey, nerd, I don't know who this kid they took from the USHL is. Come on the show.
Figure my shit out.
He's a good guy. He does great work, and he really liked the Flames draft class this year, as many have. Craig Conroy chasing some skill and size. Maybe not the safe, this guy could be a third liner picks, more as like this guy could be, if everything clicks, a very impactful NHLer. Things they're missing in the prospect chamber prior. Give that a read. Other news, it was on this day, Rhett, Flames got a whole lot tougher many, many years ago. 2009. Big Earn. Look at that specimen, Dean.
There's only one of those.
Oof.
You're not going to find another one of those creatures.
And on that day, everyone got an inch taller and 20 pounds heavier.
I love playing with those guys.
He's a good boy. And loved it, right? Some guys, I can't sleep at night. I gotta focus. Hey, Big Earn, did you ever have a hard time? No, sleep like a baby.
If anything, too excited to sleep. Okay, what else have we got for you? Well, the happy birthday is in order, Rhett.
Happy birthday, Rhett. I didn't know it was your...
No, not to Rhett.
What I grow the stash for?
Not to Rhett, to the greatest defenseman in franchise history.
Rhett Warner.
Yeah.
No, again, not Rhett. Because, as you'll see here, well, let's see what it is. That slap shot, the Conn Smythe, the cup winner, and just obscene numbers posted over his career. Happy birthday, Al McInnes.
So because he had a hard shot, he's the best defenseman.
I mean, not just because he had the best shot in franchise history.
Hall of Fame and Stanley Cup and Conn Smythe
stuff and
that sort of thing.
Very good.
Who else would be in that conversation for best defenseman in franchise history?
Phil Housley?
Suter?
Beast?
Gio?
Was he there long enough? Gio?
Dion wasn't here long enough, nor was he good enough. But God, he was fun for a while there.
I don't think, because the Beast came in a little bit later in his career. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying guys that were good players. I don't think anybody. Well, how many Hall of Famers? Housley.
61 years old today, Big Al.
Go get him, Al.
Happy birthday, Al.
Burner blonde, Al.
Yeah.
Chug-a-lug.
Chug-a-lug.
Chug-a-lug, indeed.
Got bad news for you guys. Bad news. T.J. Ginla is not going full Adam Fox and demanding to play in Calgary. He signed his entry-level contract.
I knew his parents were duds.
The Utahs. You look at him, though. He's distraught. He's like, they had me in a room. I wasn't allowed to eat for 24 hours. And they said if I didn't sign this, they would disparage my name. I had to sign this. I don't want to be here. Look at his face, team. It's not the face of a man who wants to be a Utah.
I wonder if it's another way. If he's, I'm totally all in. Let's go. I worry that that's more what
I
that
think that's
tastes
probably
like.
very accurate, actually. Like, I will run you over. I will steal your lunch money. We will do anything to win.
That is a look of
we will hang banners.
Yeah, you might not think I'm playing here next year, but I'll be in the starting lineup.
Oh my God, that'd be wild. And yeah, it's very appropriately noted in the comments by GeoTubers Rock. F Utah. That is correct.
That should be the name of their team.
There's a lot of them. There's some effing going on over there.
And they should have the Hak Tua girl go there because it's the same letters.
She's coming to Calgary.
Come on.
She's coming to Stampede.
Where and when?
Cowboys something at some point.
Perfect.
Yeah.
God damn.
God damn. Yep.
Canada USA played basketball yesterday. It was a bit of a banger. They are the best on bet. Dream team against the best Canada could muster. They got up to an 11-1 start, and the dream team they took over. Right.
Their warm-ups were over, and
they're like, "Oh, I thought you were left-handed. Okay, I'll start putting it on your right hand now." And then they just steamrolled.
Good job, boys.
Canada and the Americans both going to the Olympics in Paris this summer. Some tune-ups here. And the Canadians with some very nice talent, a la Jamal Murray and SGA, amongst others. So not as good as the Americans, but that doesn't mean they're not the second best team in the world this summer. We'll find out at the Olympics.
It's a lot of Canada just being happy to be there lately. You know, oh, hey, they didn't win, but so great that they were there and they.
Well, they haven't been in the Olympics since Sydney 2000 when Steve Nash was a youngster. So certainly happy that the program's where it is at now versus the failure after failure after failure for 5 Olympic cycles.
I know.
Speaking of which, let's stay on the basketball tip. Game day surge. Let's go, Dean. Dean, either you're going or I'm going. And I know you got family town, and I know your boy. I saw him in action last week. The VIP table is either yours or it's mine. For tonight's game, 7 o'clock at Winsport against the stinking Vancouver Bandits. No Sea Bears to cheer for.
Yeah,
just
I know.
Surge beating Bandits.
We can discuss. I feel like this the Stampede thing is happening.
Okay.
I feel like there's some
2 parties.
Yeah.
I could get my hyenas there.
But we'll discuss.
Yeah, good. Love it.
Post-show.
Sweat. No sweat.
Sounds good, yeah.
Big shout out to our pals at Paybuilt for the Paybuilt VIP.
Paybuilt.
Paybuilt.
Jay works for Paybuilt. Paybuilt will work for you.
The
The deals are hot with Paybuilt.
Nope. That's a car dealer ad you just did. Soccer. We have got our finals, fellas, the 2 monster tournaments of the summer. Spain victorious the other day. They have looked really good.
Arublia.
Really good. Pisotza. Bariaga 2. Here's your final. It is England, Spain. Yamal, bottom left, 16 years old, turned 17 before the match. We nailed the anytime goal with him on Tuesday, by the way. We're quite happy with that, plus 475. Whew, love that.
Told you.
And the English team's been under fire right from the start of the tournament. Not good enough. Manager's too dumb. They're playing everyone out of position. Look at these idiots. They're not even getting out of the group. There they are, 1 away from the championship. Ties, you bet.
They took down old Anthony's.
Oh, he was in rough shape. That's a bad penalty to award. It didn't affect the shot. How do you give him a penalty? Changes everything.
Soccer.
Dutch are the better team. That's a tough one. Shut up, Pike. We love you, Pike. He's a big Aston Villa guy, I think. Pike, you're still there, so just stay with me here. That was your striker, the guy that got the big goal that won it late? Aston Villa striker, right? I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure Pike's an Aston Villa guy.
What the hell he's talking about?
I know.
Where's Pike for what's coming home to Calgary? What?
No, this is a big English thing about championships. It's ridiculous.
God, so if my parents, relatives back in the day lived in England for a year, I'm part of it.
Ollie Watkins is our striker. Yes, there it is. Aston Villa. Good.
Proud
of you, Pike. He had a big day. Came off the bench.
Now he's Pike, and he's not nerd. That's good.
Biggest goal of his life. He's a bit of an Aston Villa nerd, but we do love Pike.
Jesus.
I don't know anything about him. He knows more about Aston Villa than all of us combined.
Yeah.
Love Pike. Let's go to Copa America, where things got feisty last night. First off, I believe we have a look at the bracket. One of these things ain't like the other ones. That's Canada, Argentina, Uruguay, and Colombia. That's pretty cool that Canada got this far in the tournament. Dean hates the consolation ribbon I'm giving there. But again, one World Cup appearance since 1980. This is a very, very nice performance for Team Canada all the way to the Final Four of Copa America.
I just think it's okay to be disappointed and mad that you didn't win, as opposed to the as soon as it's over, well, hey, shucks, good on you. Good job.
Are you familiar with who they lost to? The only 2 losses they had in the tournament? The number 1 team on planet Earth and reigning World Cup champions with the best player of all time, Lionel Messi, Argentina.
And they did. I saw an interview of one of the guys saying it's good that we're upset that we lost in these games.
Yeah. And the officiating was pissing me off. In fact, someone made one of those great Canadian moments things, you know, da-da-da-da, because this one guy in Argentina was diving around, flopping like a fish, being a total loser. And this is Ishmael Kone, who's got the ball by him. And he's like, you know what I think of your diving? Here's what I think of your diving. Gives him a little boot in the back. Oh, man down! Man down! Ishmael, we will take that yellow card for you. All of Canada wanted to kick him, never mind the ball, at him softly. Thank you, Ishmael.
I don't know how you get past that stuff.
It's very tough. It's the greatest barrier to
entry. And is he the one that went down in pain without being touched?
That's correct. That's why he kicked the ball at him, because maybe a cleat clipped the side of his shoe. Maybe. Tough to say, depending on the angle. Otherwise, a great night watching footy.
Feel anything go down.
Down. You go down. Last night was the other semifinal of Copa America. We had Colombia against Uruguay. Yeah. And it was a game, Dean, that saw a riot in the stands after, which I would get some
post-game riot. Love it.
This is Nunez, a player that plays in the Premiership. I think it's Chelsea or something like that. And he's literally fighting Colombian fans because his family's nearby. He's like, yeah, I make, probably 100 million plus in my career. I'm in the finest league in the world. And I'm going to fight Colombians now because A, we lost, and B, someone spat at my grandmother. Let's go. Whew. Got heated, Dean. Police got in there.
Yeah, all them Uruguayan fans in North Carolina.
All of a sudden, they're not diving. They're fighting. What the hell's up with this shit? Huh? Didn't see that on the pitch.
No.
We're good. You hit your soccer quota,
Beautiful game, Dean. It's called the beautiful game.
Beautiful. No, I can see why it's so big.
Beautiful game. I don't know if we got this video. Rhett getting dressed for Stampede. Let's take a peek. What do we got here? Oh no, this is. I'm sorry, we'll throw it.
Jeez.
Now, here's the beauty. Like, bulls, incredibly scary. Cows, massive animals. This goose, not giving an inch. This is perfect Stampede video.
Is this Derek Newman?
This is, I believe, yeah. Orange beak, I know that.
Oh, yeah. People off.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I love this, Rhett. This is like watching Theo Fleury play.
Stupid.
Yeah. You want some of this?
You want this? You want this?
Whatever.
Pop you right in the nose.
You're going to be a burger in about a week. Beat it.
I do love that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Geese can be assholes, though, right?
I hate geese.
Oh, they're total assholes.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah. Some
geese
guy was trying to cross the street, and there's like 20 of them. It's like, I feel like I'm being followed by like a cartel. This is horrifying. It's the scariest thing for a human.
Geese.
Lemonade. I can't read my writing. Let's see what we got.
Oh boy.
Oh yes. We showed you the highlight. Look how much he drank. Because Badlands gassed that whole thing in 21 seconds. This guy. We promised this video on Tuesday. So,
I was going to say the other day when we did the chugging one.
Look at Badlands trying to help him up.
Yeah, I said there's also another angle that shows a guy who did not set a world record.
Yeah.
For chugging lemonade.
And that's why we had to go get that video for you.
Still. He didn't drink that much. I could drink that much.
Yeah, I agree. That haircut, you're misleading people. We thought you were good at this.
My guess is, though, Retro just kind of looking it's not just lemonade that's down in the gullet there.
I'm thinking the guy was in the hot dog.
Did you do the hot
contest.
dogs first? That's
Probably
a
some
tough
other
double down.
Food matter down in the belly, perhaps.
You don't want to do the hot dog eating contest followed by the gallon lemonade chug.
Yeah.
That's not the doubleheader you need.
No, it's not. No. Two-sport athlete, tough to pull off.
That's where you put down the
Neon Dion.
That's where you
Offense
put
and
down the
defense.
briefcase. And you
Yeah.
want that's right.
Money in the bank. This
Right
is it.
there. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't take part in the hot dog eating, but I'm here to take your lemonade drinking title. Let's go.
Rhett loves parkour, so we found some more crazy ass parkour. Don't know why this is a thing, but it's only for a month. It's been a thing. This does not look safe. Oh. I would say it's green screen, but it's just like, oh.
Nana is not. What are you?
Selma's not impressed down there. She's like, I wouldn't be doing that. That's
How you-
trespassing.
How you doing?
Oh,
We
she
got
likes
some
it.
lemonade?
Would you like a Werther's, son? Never give up, Dean.
Okay.
That's
Never
not
give
a-
up. If you want to
That
be
is
good at
my motto.
parkour, watch this. See, the first time you try it, you're not going to be good, but that's life, man.
Oh, dude. You all right?
Nope, he's not all right. Okay, a year later, we practiced. This is all about life lessons, guys.
Jesus.
What are you guys doing today? Yeah, we're heading over the old CTE alley. What are you up to?
way closer in the second attempt.
Yeah, nearly
Almost
did
had
it.
it.
Yeah. What
So
are you
it took
doing?
him a
Oh, I'm just
year-
gonna go get severely concussed, knock some teeth out.
Took
I
him,
had to
a
get
whole,
nurse. I haven't seen her in a while. I got to get back to that hospital.
took him a whole year to get out of the hospital. Go to that.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh. Now this actually does look like the guy's practiced and gotten better, because I don't know that you could do this on your first try, right? Let's have this one of your bike tricks.
Hit it one time, you got.
Yeah, there are. Are we buying this or is this AI? Because I could see a nerd working at that for his whole
I
life.
see a nerd working
Bike
like that.
nerd.
Like, and the amount of time and effort you would have to put, like, if you did something productive with the amount of time it would take you to learn that.
Oh yeah, we'd have a civilization on Mars if people
Yes.
could work it hard. To,
You mean he's not set up for life after this bike trick? The amount of time that he's invested into
he
doing
might
that?
get half price off energy drinks, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll send you a dozen energy drinks every month.
That's right. And some shirts. Sweet.
Jack, what do we have next, friend? We got something about water. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. These guys have a little competition. They've got like an electronic that like stimulates your muscles. And this is a great invention for Stampede. It's really going to help slow people's drinking down, because watch how hard it is to drink a glass. These guys are doing the challenge. Who can drink the water? Remember that gym that you used to come to, Rhett, that I still go to?
Yes.
This
yes.
is it. You got the muscle. Red Amps trying to drink water. Got it now. Good.
We need to do more stuff like this.
Yes,
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Jack's been saying that for years. Hey, Jack, we need dumb shit like this, right?
Yes, we need to do more of this shit.
Like, does anyone have a stun gun? Let's do that. Remember, we sniffed smelling salts first week of the show. We haven't done anything that dumb since.
Oh, dude.
Pissed himself. That's a hell of an afternoon, right
So
there.
what is that supposed to do? Obviously, they've got it cranked up a little high.
Yeah, so that would be how you'd like rehab an injury or try to maybe help
Electric
build a
pulses and
connection between
stimulating.
muscle and brain. Yeah, like if you broke a
It's
leg. and
working
wanted
on the
to build
brain
muscle.
for sure here.
That's a Neuralink, Dean. That's the Elon Musk's Neuralink right
Yeah,
there.
it looks like it's got to get sent back. Okay. Remember that movie Snakes on a Plane? Dean?
Oh, I missed that one. Was it?
This
What was
is
it about?
eels coming off the plane. It's this. How's your day going when this happens? You're like, what in the? No, I'm good. I am good. Apparently, this is at YVR. Someone thought they could just fly with a box of eels. Oh, yeah. What do you say, Dino?
I don't know what to say.
Dozen less eels. They're not living there. No one's racing in to save them. No, my precious eels.
I saw not a clip, but an article about an idiot trying to 100 snakes in his pants. He was trying to smuggle. What the?
What kind of video was this? What was the website, Rhett?
What was the customs officer wearing? Okay. This is the video I thought we had at the start. This is Rhett ready. He said, because you had the t-shirts made, the cowgirls gone, well, this is you getting dressed for Stampede here.
Yeah.
ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਨਸਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੇੜ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਡ ਲੱਗੀ ਕਿ ਬੂਟੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਸਲਾਂ ਦੇ
Poor guy.
ਸ਼ਕਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੁੱਕਦੀ
Give you a bad back right
ਮੁੱਕਦੀ
there.
ਹੈ ਨਸਲਾਂ ਦੇ
It's a situation on those hips pretty quick.
He's got one of those hall passes you were talking about at the start of the show.
Been saving that money in the bank.
I've been waiting for just the right moment.
Finally,
and you know that guy's married, right? That's the
really, hey?
That's the pouch of a married donkey or whatever it was.
Finally, our boy down in Florida was snapping up some more pythons.
Oh, I hate them.
I'm in the Florida Everglades and I got a handful of invasive Burmese pythons. But that's not it, guys. I also got a handful of these hatchling Burmese pythons. I did a lot of yoinking in this video. This 7-foot Burmese python doesn't know what's coming for him. Yoink. I love you, little fella, but you got to tell me where that 20-foot Burmese python is right now. There's no need to resist, little guy. You're not going anywhere. You're invasive and you got to go. This swamp puppy's staring at my feet underwater. You better not try nothing. Ooh, a cottonmouth. Boop. Why are you running away, buddy? Where's that 20-footer? Another Burmese python. Yoink. These pythons are moving tonight. Look at all the mosquitoes on my leg. I love it. Ooh, we got a native. Yoink. This is a corn snake, and he gave me a little kiss, but it doesn't hurt. Don't worry. Yoink. It's a hatchling python. Yoink. Another one. Another one. Yoink. I love these cute little guys, and these are the babies of the 20-footer. And this one's lighting me up, giving me little kisses. Ooh, another Burmese python. What do you know? Yoink. This is a bigger one, probably about 7 foot long. Why don't you just tell me where that 20-footer is right now? This is an aquatic species of native snake we have here in Florida. It's a striped crayfish snake.
Yoink.
There's a lot of Burmese pythons down there, Red.
Yeah, they seem to be breeding and doing quite well.
Invasive.
Where was this?
It's in Florida.
Really?
Some idiot brought one back in 1970 something, and now there's thousands of them taking over the Everglades. Serious stuff here on the Pinder Report. My apologies. That's it for today.
Save the date with Village Honda, August 24th. It's the 4th annual Honda and Acura Show and Shine. The event is bigger and better, and it gets better every year. Awards for Best in Show, Best in Modified, Best Classic. And new for this year, the People's Choice Award. You can register now online at villagehonda.com. Good old car show.
Love it.
Eh? Little show and shine. Little show and shine. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Also want to tell you about... I got a couple things I want to get into here before we get into the Betway bets. I got some other stuff coming up as well. Outdoor dental. Maybe summer is a little slower for you. Maybe now's the time. We've been telling you about the Solea laser treatment. You go in, soft palate in the back of your your mouth, your throat area. It gets tightened up, takes away the snoring. They use the Solea laser for your dental treatment. By all means, go to Outdoor Dental for everything with your dental needs and issues and all of that. Make them your regular dentist. but also the snoring treatments. If you're a snorer, and maybe it's one of those things, you get into the sarsaparillas
Yeah.
a little more in the summertime, you know, then you're like, you start doing that sort of thing.
Mhm.
It's also maybe a good time to get yourself in for a consultation. 2 15-minute treatments. They put a little topical deal on there to numb it. They get in there twice, and with the increased tension in the soft palate, reduces snoring, non-surgical, pain-free, and could even be covered by your benefits at your workplace, your place of business. So how about it? Check it out. Outdoor.dental is the website. I know it sounds, what is it? .com? No. Outdoor.dental is the website. Details there, but even better, go and visit them in their clinic and find out more. No needles, no drills, no stress. If you hate the dentist, you're going to love Outdoor Dental.
Too many of those Sioux City sarsaparillas, you'll be snoring.
All those sarsaparillas add up. And I think it goes straight to the soft palate. Isn't that what they say?
Sarsaparilla soft palate syndrome.
Yeah, the sarsaparilla, the soft palate, right to it.
Yeah.
Saw some. Now I thought about it earlier. The older we get, the references on the show get older as well. They get a little bit moldy over time. I threw out the Tom Selleck.
Yeah,
not sure unless it's what NYPD Blue or some blue blood. He's on a. Right, like he's on one of those shows, but to pull out, I guess, a Magnum PI reference, maybe not the most, not the newest one out there. So I went to some work and I found some photos. If people are because this guy looks like, is Tom Selleck on Barn Burner now? Is this guy Tom Selleck? I found some screenshots, some screen grabs of Tom Selleck, just so we can all be on the same page. Now, Jack, do you know who Tom Selleck is?
I have no idea who Tom Selleck is.
Just push.
Have you heard of Magnum PI? Do you know?
No, I have not. This guy does look familiar, though. I'm just grabbing these screenshots now. Okay,
he does look familiar. I think it's Blue Bloods was the show.
Quigley Down Under.
He was Mr. Baseball too, wasn't he? The aging pitcher that went to play in Japan. I think it was.
Was he in Friends? Did he date Monica and Friends?
I think he did.
That's where I recognize him from.
Yeah, he obviously it was a May-September type of a relationship. He being the September in the situation, but you do have Retro. It is very Tom Selleck, because we know that you also have very good hair. It's very thick. Your hairline is not, or is your hairline kind of starting now? It's still thick as it's ever been. But the mustache, the brows, just the whole kind of thing that you've got going there is very.
There's a lot here.
Is very Tom Selleck related for sure. Yeah, for sure. Really stalling. See if we can get these photos.
That Tom on the goddamn screen here, Jack.
Stop
Googling Magnum PI.
Drag it out here. Gosh almighty.
Get him up. Almighty. You got a goddamn for me or what?
Goddamn.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Can we do a side by side? Is that
is a handsome fella?
I'm not sure if we can do that, but I do.
He's been out at one of the tents till 3 a.m. too. Look at the bags under his eyes.
Yeah,
Tom flooring it with the kids.
Yeah. Now I think there's some. Right.
You go side by side with those two. Just dust Dean and I.
It's a big duster.
Yeah, it is. Tick boy.
Yeah. So that's Tom. That's Tom Selleck. He looks very. Somebody's done Tom Selleck wrong there. That's kind of,
you know what it is. He's walking out of some awards thing. He's like, that asshole's giving me a parking ticket.
Yeah,
that's the face right there.
What do you think?
But it's 5 minutes. I'm right here. Do not write that parking ticket.
What are you up to, Mister?
Get your hands off my vehicle.
I'll say this: it could be worse. There could be worse people that people could say that you compare to.
Hey,
do you have any pictures of them? That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
I'd date Courtney Cox.
Yeah, you would. Sure, you would.
Oh boy,
might be my hall pass.
Yeah. Did I do something wrong with the photos, Jack? I just wondered.
Oh wow,
there's a young Rhett Warner for sure.
Look at that. To have a stash at that age of that caliber, quite impressive.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's Magnum PI right there.
We both love the beach.
You both love it.
Is that right?
Yeah, you both love the beach. It's an amazing stash. Well done. Well
Yeah, I'm
done.
with Mr. Weimer. You're gonna have to keep that.
He said I look younger.
Oh wow.
Jesus, Tom.
Distinguished.
Don't show that to the shoveler.
I was gonna say that's
Ooga.
Your pants are coming off.
That's when you're looking for your hall pass. This is the photo you send.
Yeah, that's it right there.
What steel?
What
was steel?
Blue steel.
Blue steel.
That's your blue steel.
Blue steel. It's not ready yet. Not ready yet. And I guess a good time to tell you about the Mod Medical Clinic.
Yeah, probably a real good time to be honest.
Probably a good time to tell you about the website bearoused.ca. Men with aging, the body, it's just like anything else. Maybe things don't work quite the way they used to or quite the way they should. If it's medical therapies to optimize your life in the bedroom and in the bathroom, maybe you're getting up numerous times through the night to go to the washroom. You shouldn't have to be doing that.
Goat.
Combined with pelvic floor physiotherapy, the Aroused team helps men with incontinence, sexual performance, hip and lower back pain, and assist stabilization of the core to optimize mobility. The pelvic floor, it's your core. It's crucial. And then everything starts to kind of fall apart from there if it's not taken care of or if you're not doing what you need to do. And the people with the Mod Medical Clinic and Aroused are ready to help you with that. If you're popping the blue pill, consider a non-medication approach. It's called Viasure. It works on muscle function, breaks down scar tissue, reforms blood vessels, no pain, no downtime, covered under extended health benefits. There's many reasons to visit the Mod Medical Clinic or to find out more. Bearoused.ca again is that website, and some of it is just want to be better, and some of it is you're living with pain and uncomfortability and that sort of thing. They can help in many different ways. It's not, don't be silly, don't be shy. Bearoused.ca. Let's all be better. Let's all be better men. Let's all be like Tom Selleck and be better men. That's it.
Look at that. Eh? Get closer to your camera, Rhett. This is going to be real good.
You know what he doesn't have? A weak pelvic floor.
Nope. That guy's been to be aroused. He has any issues, he's going to see the specialist.
Yeah.
Got too much work to do.
Yeah.
You're messing around, playing hurt.
Yeah, right.
Get that tattooed on my shoulder, I think.
Got any real estate left? I know you're a big tat guy.
Woof, woof.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Very rugged. It's a very rugged dude.
Oh, boy, Tom.
Well, now we know who Tom Selleck is.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, there you go. You're welcome.
Now you weren't sure if it was ever going to come around. How am I ever going to know who Tom Selleck is? Now you can wow your friends at Stampede. Is that Tom Selleck? What are you talking about, Jack? You guys don't know who Tom Selleck is? Pfft, that's what you can pull off now.
They'll love that. That's great.
Totally love that. So, Jack, what's up in your life? It is summer. You're young.
It's not good.
No,
it's not good.
Right.
I'm retiring Stampede. I should have taken your guys' advice because I've just been sick. It's so hot. I'm done. I
hear
can't
how
go back
dejected
to,
he is, Dean?
yeah, it's
horrible. You wonder why you worry about society.
Yeah, kids these days. Eh? Don't take
First,
advice
they
from their
don't
elders.
take advice. Second, they can't handle themselves. They drink too much. They can't bounce back. It's too hot. You're mid-20s.
Softer than puppy poo.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
Because what was our advice that you didn't follow?
Yeah.
You told me to get in my car, drive to Whitefish, get
for
to the
America Day.
lake. Instead, I went to Cowboys. I got very drunk, proceeded to get very sick, and now I'm sitting in my house.
That's a week ago, Dean. You sound like Biden. You got knocked. It takes you a long time to recover.
Oh.
You know what my
Man
next
down.
piece of advice is?
The
Man
damn COVID.
up. Man up. Let's go.
I hate to say it, but the only cure might be going back to Cowboys tent tonight and this whole full circle just.
Or the Mod Medical Clinic. They'll take a look-see at your pelvic floor and see what we got going on there.
Yeah,
don't know that that's what he was moaning about, but couldn't hurt.
No, it's unfortunate, Jack. Now, I don't know what to say.
Could have been on a boat with a star-spangled banner flopping behind him on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You and Zuck.
Wind blowing through his hair, bikini-clad babes surrounding him. But instead, sicky pants at home.
That's really unfortunate.
Are you turning the corner, do you think? Are you coming out of it, or are you still right in the thick with the sickness and that sort of thing?
I'm turning the corner here. I'll be good for the weekend.
Ask him what he's got planned for after the show.
What do you got going on today, Jack?
What do I have planned today?
You
Ryan?
told me you're going back to bed.
Yeah, that's today. I'll be going back to bed.
So no Motley Crue?
No.
Do you know who Motley Crue is?
Yes, I know Motley Crue.
Good book.
I might do the Nickleback. That sounds intriguing.
How are you going to get tickets to Nickelback? It's
He'll
sold
just
the
lean
F
on his
out.
network.
Call
You can buy
get
'em.
Noodles to get him some tickets, right?
Yeah.
Noodle said he could hook him up, no sweat.
Is it sold right out?
Oh,
Of course it is. What are you talking about?
Fat chance finding tickets.
Really? Well, I again, it should be. It's one of the biggest
Exactly.
bands, but I don't know. Some people are too cool or whatever. I wasn't sure if it was a.
The people that are too cool are not going to be in the 19,289 or whatever capacity is.
Yeah.
Like it's the people that made them chart all their songs that will be there, and there's lots of those people.
You got to watch that documentary if you haven't already.
I
It's
do.
on,
I had some guy barking
it's on
about it all
Netflix.
weekend.
Real good. It's real good.
Don't make fun of Nickelback. You got to watch this movie. Okay, sorry. Settle down.
I agree. So as far as we'll finish this thing with some Betway and then get on with it next week, Tuesday, Thursday. That is our summer schedule for the most part, unless things change. It's every Tuesday and Thursday, new episodes coming out. Some of them will be shows as you know them. Some of them will be one-on-one sit downs or interview type scenarios. We have some that have already been done. More are being done in the coming days. So it's stay tuned. Is that what you do on YouTube? Stay tuned. I don't know. We'll have details
Just
on our
subscribe and give us 5 stars and like us and all those things.
yeah,
That's
definitely
all we need.
subscribe and like.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe and like.
Cool.
Betway. With Betway, our buddies at Betway. How about a free bet up to $200 if your first bet loses?
Yes, please.
Create yourself a new account with Betway. Then go scan the QR code that's on your screen right now. Redeem the bonus, place a bet, no minimum amount required. And if the bet loses, you will get a refund up to $200. You can then use that money to bet on your favorite sports. Offer only available outside of Ontario. Yeah, buddies. Little Betway. Ryan Pinder with the bets of the day today.
All right, we like Spain in the final. Can't let the English win. It would be like letting the Oilers win. It would just be pain and misery as those morons wouldn't shut up for the rest of your lives about it. Spain's looked really good in the tournament. They're young. They're on the rise. I like Spain. This is a regulation win, so within the 90 minutes before extra time, plus 150. And then also tonight, we're going to get Toronto scoring the first round, plus 6 Ks for Gosman. He had 10 his last outing, which I believe was in Seattle, plus 175.
Were you in Seattle for those?
Don't know if I remember. Yeah, I think Gosman. Yeah.
Right. Because you were in Seattle.
I was there. Goss Dog against his old team.
Yeah.
Kind of found it there. He was not that
I
good.
didn't remember that, but there you go. So there you have it. You can use those bets, or by all means, go and find a bet of your own that you like. It's all there for you on the app. Get it for your tablet, your phone, your desktop, however you do it. And especially if you're brand new to Betway, create a new account with that QR code that's on your screen. Nice little bonus. If your first bet loses, you'll get a refund up to $200 to then go back in and have a little more fun. Offer only available outside of Ontario. What is the date today? July 11th.
Ooh, less than a month.
Coming up in a month from basically right now. I don't know, long time friend. If you live in Calgary, if you've lived in Calgary for a long time, if you have kids who have been involved in hockey, if you have been involved in hockey, one of the institutions in Calgary is Professional Skate, Pro Skate. They have, when I first moved here, they had a location in kind of just on McLeod Trail.
Okay.
It's no longer there. We're going to focus on goalie gear. We're going to focus on hockey gear. You can, if you want the very best equipment and you want people who know exactly what it is, You're not. There's no guesswork. You're not trying to. Well, is this the right skate? Is that the right skate? Well, how does your foot fit?
It's not
You don't.
Jack.
There's no.
you don't want
You're not.
Jack's
It's not
telling you
Jack
goalie
just
pads.
going out there to buy got any skates. They are the very best, and they're leveling up once again with a new location. Now, Ryan, you've seen the location?
Man. So the old location is actually a couple blocks from here in Marta Loop, and they had the goalie shop right next door to the old store. And they actually started as official like skate sharpeners for the 88 Olympics, and it was figure skating. But so now it's all under one roof. You've got the figure skating area, you've got the hockey area, and the goalie stuff, which again takes up a ton of space because it's all the goalie gear that's goalie specific. Brand new, incredible location just off 42nd and Blackfoot. And to your point, I got a kid that's going to be goalie next year. What do I know about goalie?
You don't. Yeah.
So I drag him in there, and these guys are, hey, how we doing? What's going on today? Oh, yeah, he plays junior B hockey as a goalie. You think he knows his way around a set of equipment? Another guy chimes in to help out. What does he do? Yeah, he's playing junior A goalie in Alberta. Like, are you kidding me? This is what we're talking about. Expertise, the best products, best service, and the new location's absolutely outstanding. Very excited. We're going to be there coming up.
We're going to be doing a show from Pro Skate coming up in the month of August. And we'll have plenty, of course, leading up to that. But just wanted to welcome aboard Pro Skate. And you're right about the goaltending thing. It obviously goes without saying.
Position,
but
sport.
Parents don't know.
No.
And you put the kid, you buy some used gear and you put it on the kid. Is it the right size? Well,
which leg does it go on?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, how tall? Well, sure. But my shin and your shin, well, we may be the same height. Bodies are different is what you learn. Oh, okay. So just because the kid is 12 or 10, there's not universal. It needs to fit a certain way. And if it doesn't fit a certain way, the kid's going to hate it or not be good at it or whatever. It takes all the guesswork out. There's something about walking into a shop like that. It's like, good, I can just turn my brain off. I can just
the experts here.
I'm doing the right thing for the kid and I feel good about it. Professional skate service. They've been doing it. Does that say 1972?
Not incredible.
It's a while ago. A
Like
Calgary institution, and congrats to them on getting this. It's a big undertaking. It's a big commitment.
Big, sexy new location. Very impressive.
It's awesome. Going to be talking with them, and heading over there in about a month. What about when you were a kid, Rhett? They'd bob skates? Would they just kind of strap those to your boots and you go out in the pond?
The old plastic boots for sure.
Yeah. Microns, were those the ones?
I had microns
with the molded.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have like horsehair in the goalie pads and
Those
they
were
weighed
nice
like
and
1,000
low.
pounds when they got wet?
1,000 pounds. Yes.
Yeah. They're different now, I noticed.
Yes.
Whew.
It's come a
How
long
do they
way.
get up and down so quick with those pets?
Oh.
Yeah.
They weigh as much as your phone.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
But they can stop 100-mile-hours left? Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you feel bad. I mean, again, my kid was playing goal. Just bought some used pads. And then it's like, you find new, let's go see what the difference is between these pads and maybe some new pads. It's like, oh, well, there's this knee thing. It's supposed to the
cover the
every time you drop.
Ow.
Pad.
Ow.
Yeah, your kneecap is supposed to kind of be right in the middle, and it's a lot higher than it should be. These are definitely too small, and they're really kind of worn out. So whenever the kid goes down in a butterfly, it's ow.
Your son's knees are on the ice. They should
it's like, so the pad that's all caved in and is about this thick should be about this thick and nice, like solid. Okay, we'll take a look at what color do you like? Let's see if we could get you some pads. Dumb. Not doing that. I'm dumb.
Go to Pro Skate. You will be smarter.
Then you don't have to be dumb.
That's right.
Don't be dumb like boom. So back to Buffalo, did you say, as we wrap things up? You're at the lake and then
Buffalo. Yeah. These Americans apparently don't take time off the ice all summer. They've been running the U.S. national camp has been in a state different age groups. So yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I'm doing some pre-scouting for the show.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a nerd for.
Yeah, he's a big
Well,
draft nerd.
Pike with his thing from Prospect Camp on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You'll be submitting a
written
piece for the show.
100-word essay on.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah, if you have those scouting reports submitted. Reports? What reports? They're all up here. Okay, right. Yeah.
Enjoy the Enjoy the weekend, everybody. We'll be back next week in some way, shape, or form. Jack, be better. All right.
Oh, he knows who Tom Selleck is. He's gonna feel better.
Be better.
All on the upswing.
Get better.
I'm buying my Nickelback tickets right now. $200.
Those are PL seats. Well done.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Paying you
quite
way
the
too
view.
much.
Maybe go to a Seat Geek or something. Take a look around. Not saying, just saying. Hey, just anyway. I'm gonna press a button now, and we're gonna leave. See you. Bye.